wanted us to be guided by hadith, he would have revealed hadith. He doesn't want us to be guided by hadith, he wants us to be guided by Quran, so he's revealed the Quran. And the Quran itself says it is ahsan al hadith. It is the best hadith. The best hadith is the Quran. So that we have to use the Quran to guide ourselves. When we look at that, we see the purpose of life the Quran points out to us quite clearly is Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We have come from Allah and we will return to God. Muslims don't believe that. They adopt the attitude that the purpose of life is to get into paradise. By any means, you perform Hajj, you do all your rituals of religion, God is obligated. No matter how wicked you are. And if you still don't follow all of these, if you belong to the Ummah of Muhammad, or if you blow yourselves up as a terrorist or so, you're a martyr, automatically you will go to heaven. God has no choice in the matter. You don't even need for the day of judgment. You are guaranteed paradise. That is the teaching that people have. Whatever you do in following ritual, you are guaranteed paradise, regardless of how evil or wicked you are. That is not what the Ahmadiyya movement teaches. It teaches us that human beings make mistakes. And we can use the Quran to correct those mistakes. And the Quran tells us how to identify the mistakes of life. It points out to us, as is stated here, that in this very world you will see paradise and hell. And Mirza Ghulam Ahmad has pointed out to us that really paradise is nothing but a relationship with God. If you are in paradise and there is no God, you're in hell. And if you are in hell and you have Allah with you, you're in paradise. It's as simple as that. So heaven and hell has nothing to do with just our own personal enjoyment. That after life, we will just go and sit down and relax and enjoy ourselves, and that is not the purpose. Because we are not going there with our physical body. We are going there with the soul that we have developed here. And if that soul does not have mercy and patience and sacrifice and so on, you will find that it will not be able to enjoy paradise. So the Quran points out to us that the opportunities we have for life, as I said, life has many opportunities. This life has many opportunities. The next life has only two choices. You either go to Jannah or you go to Jahannam. And these are two words used in the Quran, which sometimes are not fully understood by Muslims. Jannah applies to, yes, a garden that is profuse. That which produces fruits and benefits and continue to grow and grow and grow and nourish. So that the Quran is pointing out to us that true happiness is life is not a selfish attitude, but a life in which there will always be growth and development and enjoyment and nurturing and benefit of others. A tree does not produce fruit for the benefit of its own self. It doesn't eat its own fruit. The fruit is for the benefit of others. So the Quran points out to us that when we live our lives doing good to others, when we go to the next life, we can't expect everything to be ourselves. We will continue to have that pleasure in doing for others as well, because that is what we are trained here to do. And when the Quran uses the word Jahannam, it's a technical word. Many people do not understand it. The word, it comes from the Arabic word Jahan, Jannah, Jahan, that really means to really have a twisted face. A face that is all drawn up and shriveled and withered. And it is used in a very intensive form. And the Quran points out to us that if we look at the world, science tells us and religion tells us, that the real cause of Jannah is what is called fire. And we speak, Quran speaks about Nar Jahannam, the fire of hell. Fire is a source of energy, and it can be used for two purposes, good and well as bad. A fire that really burns something, shrivels it up, changes its appearance, so it becomes ash, it becomes very, you burn something, you burn a face, you burn anything you will see, or even a person burnt up by rage, without physical fire, even spiritual fire, you will find that their face become twisted and contorted because they are worried and they are angry and they are, whatever it is, they're in a state of depression and so on. So it changes your appearance, but fire can also be of benefit to us, of good to us, in that you can use it to cook food. And the Quran, that's why the Quran says, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Yes, you will find that there are challenges in life and they will follow by ease. It's how we manage it. We know that fire is one of the important sources of energy. It is found not only in the physical fire that we have, but it's found even in nuclear weapons, but it can be very destructive, very potent for good as very potent for bad. So the Quran is saying here that look, the process of life and the development of yourself, you are playing with fire. And that fire can be of benefit to you. It can make you a better human being, or it can make you a human being that is worse. So your fires are the fires of the Quran are the passions and desires that we have that can be controlled and make us into people who are good, forgiving, loving, generous, patient, sacrificing, helping, going out of the way for others and so on. That's what the Quran calls a khaira. And going out of our way, ahsana, is used in the Quran. Or we can allow those fires to merely feed our own sensual passions and desires, and it will change our whole appearance, our spiritual appearance. Now we know that even though people physically change, you find that their physical body withers, become older, you find their skin changes, texture changes, their bones change, their appearance change, but you will always find that a person of good character, it shines through all of these physical changes. You can see the grace in your face, you can see the magnanimity of the person, whether male or female, as they grow and age older. Even if a person is handicapped, even if a person is in bed and a quadriplegic, you can see the difference between one who is hostile and one who is calm and facing the challenges of life with grace. A person may lose their limb and everything, and yet still sometimes you see some of them who are faced with cancer and terminal diseases, and they are totally contented and at peace. And there are those who have just maybe a little affliction, and you'll see their whole attitude towards life and other people complaining. And so the Quran is pointing out to us that it is not so much a physical appearance that really Allah is concerned about, but Jahannam applies that the appearance that we have when we are afflicted with our own attitudes that are not conducive to the development, not contributing towards the development of our personality and character. And so the Quran says, "With whom the angels caused to die in purity, saying, peace be unto you, enter the garden for what you did." So what the Quran is indicated to us, it's important here to note this verse of the Quran that says the angel caused you to die. Allazina yatawaffakum or yatawaffahumul malaika. The angel, and the word used here is yatawaffa. No Muslim interprets this verse of the Quran to mean when the angels take you up alive into heaven, because this is the same word that is used with regards to Jesus Christ. When Allah calls you to die, oh Jesus, whether you cause you to die, and using 2 or 3 places speaking about Jesus Christ, and Muslims interpret that to mean you're taken up alive into heaven. But here the Quran is using the same word with regards to angels and every human being, and nobody believes that you are taken up alive physically into heaven. But what is saying that you are caused to die in purity, having purified yourself, and your experience will then be peace. You'll be in peace, and you will enter into that garden. Garden means just not a place of relaxation, but a total joy and happiness. And this is what we, as members of the Ahmadiyya movement, strive to achieve in this world. That regardless of the hostility that people have against us, regardless of what Muslims are doing with regard, so far as Islam is concerned, we are at peace, because we know that we are following that which is true. We know we are following the teachings of the Quran and how we understand the Quran. We want to apply these in our lives to make ourselves better human beings. So the Quran is indeed a wonderful book of guidance for us, and we always have to hold fast to it. The moment we stray away from the Quran and look for solutions to the world's problems and the problems of the Muslim community outside of the Quran, we are really caught in serious trouble. Barakallahu lana wa lakum fil Quran al-Azim, wa nafa'ana wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikril hakim, innahu ta'ala jawadun kareem, malikun barun.